Welcome everyone, this is still Salty, and today we are reviewing Bastion and changes that have been made to that character since the PTR as of February 9th, this dropped on February 7th, 2017, but the video was made on the 9th. So, big changes for his damage output. They've increased the spread that he has in Sentry mode, but decreased the spread that he has on Recon mode. Other changes have been made to his survivability, that is, his heal now works differently, and he has damage reduction in some of his forms. But I found that the practice range was not a good place to test this. Frankly, the training bots just don't do enough damage. So, we're only going to be talking about the damage changes and how that has realistically affected him at various ranges. This has been hotly contested online, especially on the forums, as to whether or not this overall results in a buff or a debuff for Bastion. Overall, Blizzard has been quite honest about the fact that they've buffed Recon mode, but debuffed Sentry mode. Now, we're going to be using this training bot because this is a part of the training area where we have distances labeled on the floor here. You see that's 0 meters right there, and I believe this is about 50 meters at the base of the stair here. I don't have a ruler in front of me in the game, but I think that's about right. I think it's 50 meters at the base of the stairs. We're going to call it 50 meters. And you can see there's the 40 from that first yellow line. So we're going to call the base of the stairs right there 50 meters. Now let's start with his recon gun. They have changed several things. They have reduced the spread by 25%, and they've increased the clip by 5 rounds. So he now has 25 rounds in a magazine, not just 20. They also supposedly reduced his reload time, but as far as I can tell, it's not really a noticeable difference. I don't know, maybe they haven't implemented that one yet. But yeah, see, I don't see a difference there. But let's just talk about the accuracy. So, first test we're going to do is going to be center of mass, firing at full auto in PTR versus live. So, just get to the center here. This is 50 meters away. How long does it take him to kill it at PTR versus live? I don't know why I had a pause in there. I apologize for that. That's about a second off. But take a look at the amount of ammo that I had to use. It was about a clip and a half in PTR. Now, it does seem like at full auto, therefore, we're getting more damage over time. It seems like he's dying a lot faster to me, but why are you firing at full auto at this range? This is extreme range, by pretty much anyone's metric. You should be burst firing at this range, as Soldier does, 3 or 4 rounds a second. Let your accuracy reset, and then fire again. This is going to give you much better DPS at this range. So let's try that, going for a headshot. They did not remove headshots in his recon form, only sentry. Let's see what this looks like. Comparing the two, just lining it up here. And now, personally, I'm not seeing a huge difference here. How about you guys? Now, I think that spread, it might have total spread when he's firing full auto, and that was definitely noticeable in our first test. But if we're doing burst fire, it seems pretty negligible to me. The bigger difference I'm seeing, actually, is the clip increase. If this is a 200 HP training bot, which I believe is accurate, then I can easily kill him in one magazine on the PTR version, but it's kind of stressing me. It's testing me, trying to do it on the older live version. There's a reload in between in there. So actually, I'm getting a bigger bonus, I think, out of the clip increase, personally. I don't think the 25% spread reduction is helping much at all. But let's call that done for Recon mode and move on to the much more contentious Sentry mode changes. Now, again, Sentry mode has seen a 50% spread increase. They have removed headshots as well, so I will not be even attempting to do headshots on the live version. That's just not even a fair test. Because at this range, stationary target, I could probably land most of my headshots in Sentry mode on the live version. So we're just going to do center of body. On both formats, I'm going to do my best to line this up at about the same time and see how quickly it takes me to destroy this bot at 50 meters. Firing at full auto, because now Bastion starts off at full spread. But take a look at this targeting reticle before we get started here. Let's take a look at this. See how much bigger that reticle is on the PTR version? And that's about accurate in terms of where the bullets land. So even just looking at the reticle, you're already seeing what that 50% spread increase looks like. But let's see how it adds up when used in combat. Now, how big of a difference did that look like to you? Let's do this one more time, because you're noticing, taking a look at my ammunition here, it took about 100 rounds to kill it on the PTR version. Let's see how much it takes the second time. Center of mass, and getting ready here. Almost 100 rounds the second time as well. But did it take longer to actually take it down? Personally, I'm really glad they've increased the clip by 100 rounds on Sentry mode. It looks like we're going to need, on average, more ammunition to take things down in this form, because of that extra spread. But that was 50 meters. Let's move a little bit closer. Let's see what 40 meters looks like. Plopping our little robot butt down here. And again, we're just going to aim for center of mass, not aiming for any headshots here. And let's see how quickly we take it down now. Now that time, we needed a little bit more than 60 rounds at 40 meters, so we're shaving about 40 rounds off. It was, I would say, noticeably faster, but let's see it again. How much time does it actually take at 40 meters? Alright, so that's 2 tests now at 40 meters and what you can do in Sentry mode. Let's move another 10 meters. This is 30 meters now. Now at this point, I would call this medium range still, but let's see how quickly we take him down. Now, we didn't even need 40. That was about 34 rounds, and he was down. I would say this is about the range, 30 meters, where I'm getting the sort of damage I've come to expect out of Bastion. Let's see it again. How long does it take to kill this poor, innocent training bot who has done nothing to us? But we need him for science. Alright, so it looks like about 43 rounds at this distance. Finally, let's just try another 20 meters, and see how long it takes to melt this training bot. And you'll notice at this point the reticle pretty much encompasses his entire body. So we shouldn't be seeing too much of a delay here in terms of damage, since we're going for center of form. And he just melts. That was 37 rounds. I think at this point we're getting to what's called diminishing returns, where we're not losing enough bullets at this distance to make getting closer really that much more worth it. But you can see how it compares to the live version right now, pre-buff/nerf. So that's it for me. I've done about as many of these tests that I think will be productive for you all to actually watch, and frankly, I've gone on long enough. I hope this has been informative. There are a lot of people debating whether or not this amounts to a net nerf or a net buff for Bastion, as far as his damage is concerned, and I just want to get the facts out there. I'm not trying to say he's been nerfed. I'm not trying to say he's been buffed. Frankly, I had my own opinions on the matter, and now I'm not so sure, seeing the side-by-side comparison. So, hopefully this has been at least as useful for you as it's been for me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. That's all for me, though. Thanks for watching.